All right, make sure you refresh the page. Make sure. All right. Make sure you refresh your page. If you have any headphones, that'll be awesome for you. Huh? Okay. For your quality experience here, it'll be better for you. Woohoo! Yeah. Give this me pleasure. Monsieur. All right. All right. So, those that are tuning in, just setting up my go ahead headphones. I'm also setting up my keyboard. Got some. All right, so let's set this up. Scene one. Oh, it's already up. It's already up, man. It's up. No, I mean the phone sounds a lot better. I would definitely suggest phone time. I would mute. I would personally. I would mute. Um, I would mute the. What did I say? I would mute the thing on the computer. Well, no, you can't do that. All right, I'll mute the mic right now. Mute on the come in and then I'll bring it back in there. But right now, it's not really even for anybody else. Yeah, I know. That's why it's so awesome. All right. Yeah, I know. That's why it's so awesome. All right. That's why it's so awesome. no one's hearing anything I'm saying because it was all on mute. But it's all right. We're gonna. Sweet. I love when it's on mute, especially when I make a whole big, huge conversation to everybody. Hey, everybody, what's up? Just doing a quick setup, and I love talking to you guys on mute. It's amazing. The feeling is amazing. I'm telling you. So let me mute my mute so you can hear. Hey, everybody, what's up? Even though it's on mute, whatever. Anyway. I wonder if this is actually being heard. Now you can hear my voice on there, right? You said you can hear my. Okay, just making sure if you can hear my voice on the computer. I know it's like a huge delay. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get a little bit more to the people too. All right, so Ableton Live is up and running. Just gotta make sure this keyboard is up and running. Once this keyboard is up and running, then I'm gonna start working, because we're on a time-based schedule. Everybody knows this. All right, so I see this stuff is on till the break of dawn. All right, so it might be because I didn't hit record. Let's find out. Okay, there we go. Awesome sauce. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some sounds in. I really do want to put my a visual of me on there, but I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not looking pretty today. Anyway, give me 1 second. Video capture device, let's go ahead and throw that in there. And I hope the screen doesn't blow up or something. Okay, there we go. There I go. Aha. I'm popped on there. I am your magic school bus teacher or something like that. So I'm gonna put myself in this wee little corner. Hey, people. Party people. Don't worry about the color tones. We're not worried about that. We're worried about the music. All right. So there we go. I love when there's a bright light in my eye. All right, so I have my keyboard right here. And I'm just going to test the sound out really quick by putting a plugin in there. Let's throw something in there that we know is going to be faithful to me. Alright, so I see a few things in here. See some stuff that I know, but I want to pick something with some presets in there. And the reason why is because I just want to. Don't judge me. No, I want to put it in there so I can work with some sounds that are familiar, so I don't have to worry about digging deep from the heart with coming up with ideas. So I'm gonna throw FM8 in there. Let's just do that. FM8. Brother, let me know if you hear the sounds on here. I'm not sure what you guys are hearing. You guys could be hearing Miss Clarita. I think it was her name Clarita, the clairvoyance lady. I'll tell you your future. All right, I'm playing music. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. I know I can't hear it. I can tell you that right now. So I think I might have muted myself. No, it's not even muted. What? So I'm just not hearing myself, that's all. So I think what's happening in here is that everything's going virtual. Let me know if you hear the keyboard here. Hello. So brother, do you hear the keyboard or no? When I was playing it or no? Oh. Okay. That's fine. I can hear it. Boom, 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 boom. So this is really low for me. I'm gonna turn this up a bit. Some sauce. Alright, I'm going to do some mad methods here to get the volume up a little bit more. Don't try this at home. I just want to do it right now so we can just start working on stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and pump this up. And generally speaking, most sounds are usually around 12 to 6 dBs. For EDM music is usually around 6. So if you're looking all the way over here in this area to 6 dB, that's generally where some of the sounds lay at, especially when the beat's dropping really heavy in the track. So I'm going to put it around that area. And then I'm going to turn up my volume too, because I can't really hear like you guys can. Alright, there we go. Alright, so in the process of making Dopey Fat Digital beats, a lot of times there's going to be points where you're going to have an idea, but I think going for vibe is a really good thing. Vibe is going to help you come up with really what you want to do or what you want people to feel. So I think that's probably more important than even worrying about like hitting all these major notes. If you have a melody in your mind, then definitely keep that melody in sight, but what you're really going for is vibe. So if you can't do chords, if you can't do anything like that, it's fine. You're still able to produce something great. You just have to work with vibe, and I'll explain exactly what vibe is by actually doing it. So I'm a dancer. For people that haven't seen some of my little crazy stuff on Twitch, I'm a dancer, and there are certain things that I do when I hear someone else's song, because when I hear the sound being done, it just brings in a certain kind of emotion, a certain kind of vibe or feeling, and so I go with that with the dancing. And I believe people have those same vibes too. So every kind of song you listen to, whether it's a rock song or a dance song or some kind of interesting hip hop song, there's a certain vibe that people catch to it that makes them bob their head a certain way, or just makes them kind of do something sporadic or go crazy and jump off a bridge. It happens. All right, so I'm gonna work on something really quick, and I'm gonna bring out a concept on vibes. Let me just pick out a sound that's gonna work. I'll say, okay, so I'm gonna go with these trumpets here, and I can't stress it enough. The stuff that you do, and I can hear myself. It's kind of fun. Let me see if I mute this. Let me make sure the volume's still coming out. Give me a second. Make sure the volume. I can still hear it. Okay, this is cool. Let me know if you can't hear the volume. Alright. One quick second. You can't hear or can hear? You can still hear everything? Alright. So I'm going to work with these horns. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to... Yes. Oh, it's okay. Just listen to the other one. It's fine. So I'm going to start working on some horns here. And as I said before, it's all about vibe. So if and I know this might look silly, but hey, when people are in their vibe or doing their music, I mean, they might look a little silly, but it's okay because they're trying to connect with the music. So if I had a moment in the music and this moment, it makes me want to do like a little heartbeat, exactly like I'm doing on the screen, having a heartbeat. It's like, how can you create a music vibe that's gonna make you feel like a heartbeat's getting ready to go, or it's gonna make you want to do a move that does that, and you have to kind of find that with the sound that you're making. So I know it's for me it's so I might have a so I like that. It's a all right. So that's one vibe, and to manipulate that vibe, there's different things that you can do as well. So say example, if I wanted that heartbeat to feel like it's going lower and lower, maybe I might do something where I might play that same chorus again, but I might do it in different notes. So I might do this. Or if I say, okay, that might not sound right for me, but the idea is almost there. I need to find something that goes down. So I like these chords, so I'm gonna do something in the heart. So that's the vibe I got. And then maybe I might have another vibe. And let's just use, for example, because I'm a waver, I do popping and locking and all that kind of stuff. So I want to have a something like that, like. So I might have a. Let me see. So right there, I'm kind of mocking. I'm using the same notes as the chords that I used earlier, but now I'm kind of just rolling with different, so it gives it a different vibe. But I kind of don't like the energy of it going backwards. So I'm going to go ahead and record that now. And then I'll explain to you what I'm doing. So I'm going to put a metronome on. I want to get like something similar to the beat I was doing. I know I'm doing this really quick here. So that's 89, so I'm going to make it 90. So I want it to be able to come out really easy and smooth. Let me hit the record here. Same vibe. Now we're going to do the So I recorded that really quick. There could probably be some errors in there, but we're not going to focus on that too much. What I do want to focus on is just getting this vibe out. So I think I've kind of hit it, kind of like how I want it to sound. Let me take out the metronome. So it's not perfect, it's not, but it's fine. I'm gonna keep a MIDI version of this on the side, and the reason why is just in case if I did want to change up some stuff, I can do it, and it won't be too much of a problem. So the next point here is I want to go ahead and record what you just heard in another audio track, and to do that we go here and hit resampling, and so that means everything that's being heard will be sampled. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit it. Hitting pretty hard, but it's okay. Once again, if I don't like what it sounds like in how the melody's going, it's fine. We can always go back in and change that. But we're just going to go with the flow here and do that. So now I have a piece of audio and it's what I played. Now, for some people, we're like, okay, why am I doing that? What was the purpose of doing something like that? Well, I'll show you. For one, I'm going to bring another copy here, just so I can have an extra copy if I want to do something different. Doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna put warp points on here. The reason why I'm putting warp points on here is because this is telling me this is where I want to start off with when I make the samples that are gonna play. And they're not perfect. I mean, I can definitely come and check them to see what's happening, and I don't like this one at the beginning, so I want to start my one with this over here. So I'm going to go ahead and go in here and set one. Bam, that goes to one. Make this kind of weird, but I'm okay. I'll live with it. Adjusting this so the loop is good. Does that really matter? No, it doesn't. All right, so I'm going to go in here and I'm just testing some stuff out. So I got a double feed in here. It's okay. As long as it doesn't sound like super crazy. It's just because I've brought in some resample stuff and I can't hear it. Alright, so for me, I'm kind of hearing this vibe where I could chop up some other areas in here. So let me hear it again. So I could so I could do that. I could separate these into their own. And once again, these warp points are just points to tell me, hey, this is where it's going to separate in the piano when I make these as samples. Why is that important? Because vibe is important. Well, if you have an idea of what you want to do with certain stuff, you know, take so those right there, I really don't want to do them on there. And from the simplicity of this, I'm going to take it off. Okay, so I like this. All right, so what I'm going to do now, once again, we're taking this so it can go into a piano, so we can use these as samples. And I'll point to my keyboard. I don't want to point too far, but I'll show you that my keyboard has the slices on there. Slice the new MIDI track. That's what we want to put on there. Slice the new MIDI track. And we're going to do it from the warp markers. Bam. Shouldn't take too long. 12 slices. Okay. Alright, too easy. Now they automatically start you off with some stuff already, but I don't like what they're doing because I want to do it the way I want to. So I'm just going to set this up now. Alright, so I've unsolo that, mute that because I don't want to hear the basic one. We're going to turn this on because now we're going to play it the way we want to play it. So now I've just made a keyboard and the notes are in here. So I think did I delete my keyboard? Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I kind of deleted my keyboard. I promise I didn't do it on purpose. So I've got it back on here again. Let's unmute this thing here. Yeah. I guess they took it the wrong way when I muted it. So, all right. So let's go in here, and I need to find the slices. Oh. First, in order for me to sign the slices, I gotta hit record to let it know that I'm here. Okay, there it goes. So right now I'm kind of playing around, and I cut it into two pieces. And for some people, they might not like that, and they might want to do another vibe with it. But it's up to you. So, as I might feel like a different heartbeat now because I'm clicking this way now versus. So now I've got a slice, and now it feels like I'm using samples, and I am using samples, but so I might want to hook it up with the. So yeah, I'm playing around with it a little bit, but it's samples. It's an idea where you work with vibe at that point. All right, so I'm gonna go in here really quick, and either I have a few choices on how to just make the music, but you know today I'm just gonna go ahead and just actually punch them in. And punching in, it kind of takes away some of the vibe depending on how you put them in there. Cause you don't get really intricate with it. I mean, it can become something that can sound too perfect. So you have to definitely figure out how you want to do that. But today I'm just gonna put them in. Hope you guys are kind of getting this. I'm not really looking at the messages. I'm not sure if anybody's going in there, but it's okay. I'm gonna keep going. All right. So now I heard that. So now it kind of gave me another idea. So if I was to take this new idea that I have, oops. Sometimes you gotta drag and hold. Okay, so I can kind of hear a vibe where I can hear it play on the. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. So it's trial and error. So I'm hearing something else, so let's play the other notes here. So I'm gonna throw another note. So let's go back to the tap. So I kind of like some of the vibe going. So I'm gonna kind of mirror what I'm doing here because it feels good, and I'm gonna see what it sounds like. So I'm going to loop this really quick. And as I said, it's all about vibe. And if you don't like what you're doing, you can always switch it up. And I'm gonna bring back in the horns from the FM. Just see if I come up with other ideas. I didn't loop it. Right, let's do this again. So, this is what I call working with the vibe. I like the vibe of what it was doing. So now I'm kind of playing off of it. So anyway, just went to a quick idea with this. And I could take this to different areas, anywhere I want to, as long as it's fitting the energy or whatever I'm trying to accomplish as far as an artist trying to create the music. So I'll give you a quick example on what I mean by that. And I'm just going to bring out some really quick samplers. It'll probably be better if I just get out an actual something that's going to give me a whole rack. Drum rack would probably give it to me. It's been a while since I wrote it here, so I'm just not like super quick with bringing stuff out. Let's just make a really quick MIDI, and then I'm going to drop it on the MIDI. You drop the bomb on me, baby. So I'm going to just pick some quick drums. It's not like I'm going to light the world on fire with these drums. Just want to pick something. Alright, let's just pick that for a second. If I don't like it, it sucks. No, if I don't like it, then I'll come back in and trade it in for my shoes. I don't know. I'll just change it out. How about that? Probably sounds really loud over there. I'm just going to grab a really quick filter because there's some certain information that I'm not going to really hear probably on this first kick, and I'm going to treat it that way. Alright. I'll give it $200. Alright. Really quick, I'm doing some fast stuff here. Don't know what it's going to sound like, but I'm going to go from 50 to 70 right now. Let's do 67. Alright. Just to take out some of that bottom. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to change the vibe just a little bit more by stopping the actual instrument music, and I just want to hear the drum rack. I'm going to make this into something like a dance track. So alright. probably a faster way to do this, but I'm just gonna do the fastest thing I can think of right now and just keep rolling. No, I'm not gonna worry about accenting all this stuff right now, but you know, just get an idea. Definitely sounds weird. This is probably not used normally as a kick for dance music. This either. Just gonna add some little, just really quick. And this might be too fast, but who knows? So I slowed it down. Once again, I mean, this can give you a lot of ideas. So even this sounds like super fast now because I speeded up the beat. So 16 might work. Or just going in there. Alright, one more thing. I'm gonna go ahead and bring a bass line in here. Just really quick. As I said, I'm not trying to really make a song right now. I just want to bring an idea. Maybe I can just go ahead and add the massive in there. And, alright, let's just throw massive right here. Once again, this is just like a really quick thing I'm trying to do. There's a bunch of different presets. Just want to find something that just, this might not be good. Kind of like what I do with the bass. A lot of times I will actually mute out everything or filter everything to get an idea on what I want to do with the bass. And let me just show you that really quick because this is a really quick technique. What I would probably do is while I'm listening to it, I would put a filter on the master bus, and then I would go in here and I would cut out a lot of the sound. I want to see what it looks like. So at this point, right now you're like really focused on the bottom end. Sometimes that will help you create by not listening to some of the top end stuff and just getting the idea out with the with whatever you're going to do with the bass, and then change the sound later. So I know I definitely don't like that, even though I can barely hear it. Let me turn up the volume a little bit more. Okay, maybe not. This kick is hitting super hard. So I'm trying to make sure I can hear whatever. Let me get a little closer. just doing something simple. And remember, you can even change this and chop this up to something else. So right now, that was a really quick thing to do. I'm showing stuff really fast, but I'm fine with that. Right now, I'm going to do a really quick quantize, which is what I just did, just cleaned it up a bit. And I'm going to also go back to the master bus and start adding back in the sound. Now, if you have headphones, you probably hear things a lot better than I'm hearing right now. I'm kind of going by all these little sounds in the background. Let's see. So there was a thought on here so I kind of like how that massive sounds right now. It sounds kind of cool, even with the filter on there like that without the top end. Now there was a question about side chaining. Let's go ahead and side chain really quick. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off this filter, even though I had it for it. I'm going to put it on massive. Listen. And there you go. Awesome. Side chain done. No, really. Let's go ahead and work on the side chain now. I'm just going to bring massive right next to the drum rack. Just for all intensive purposes. Let's go grab a piece of software that's going to allow us to be able to do this. And this video right here will be available for download on YouTube. I might just go ahead and just throw it on there. I'm going to take off this makeup because I don't wear makeup. No, I'm going to take off this makeup because I don't want it to make up the volume. And it's pretty easy. The side chain is pretty easy. You got the audio from, I'm going to go ahead and, it says massive, so I know what it is. Audio from massive. Hold up. Audio from, where am I? Okay. No. So this is in the wrong place. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move the compressor. I don't know what I was thinking. Over to massive. It's supposed to be a massive. Here we go. Now we're going to get audio from the drum rack. The drum rack is what's going to give us the audio. Now if you look here, I'm going to hit this right here so you can see. So at that point, and I'm even going to take this off for a second. Heck, I might even. So right now it's just giving me the side. When you put this little headphones on right here, all you hear is the kick. But I don't want to hear the kick. I want to set this. You set the ratio of stuff how you want it to work. Maybe you might want it to have a subtle feel where it's kind of pumping a bit, but then maybe you want to have it to where it's a little, where it's doing like that and it feels like more aggressive, like it's about to hit you in the face. And it all depends on what you want to do. And going back into here, I'm going to bring it in here too. Drop a copy here, and I'm also going to read this audio too as well. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm sneezing here. Oh yeah. I'm glad you just reminded me. Give me 1 second here. Hold on 1 second, guys. Just sending a reminder text to to Jeffrey for the meetup in an hour from now. Period. Thank you, Amanda. All right. So back over here. Back in the saddle again. All right, so I'm back in here. I'm gonna. So now this is a bit more aggressive. So you might like a little bit of this. So it's kind of doing a little bit of pumping on some subtle accent stuff and just giving it a little bit of flavor. And that might be what you want. And this might not be what you want. I don't know. I mean, you can definitely take this where you want to, you know. I'm just showing like some really quick, simple stuff. It wasn't a pop track, it wasn't making pop chords. I just chopped up some stuff really quick and just showed you how you can take that and make your own vibe with it. So for me, it has a lot of flavor to this. Then if I took those notes and just played the chords by themselves, it wouldn't have as much flavor. So, when I go back to what I originally made, which was, and of course I could have dropped those down and made the same, put them in the same spot, but it wouldn't have sounded the same, especially after I chopped it up the way I did. So this is kind of like a good way to pull out some flavors and ideas. Okay, the question is it possible to set a side chain to multiple synths from one channel, or do I have to set it on each instrument that I want? Very, very good question. All right, to explain that really quick, yes, you can put it on more than just one thing. So if you say, hey, you know what, I want all these to activate the same way with each other, and let's just say these two. This right here is the synth, and this right here is massive, which was the bass. And what I can do is I can create a group track. I can create a group track really quick. Haha. These two tracks are actually set up in there now. And at that point, I can go within the group. It says drop audio effects down here. Throw that same compressor, that same dirty compressor, throw it right in there and do the same thing that I just did a minute ago, which was go to sidechain, because it's really simple. Say, hey, I want you to follow the drum track. Hey, I'm going to activate it by hitting this. Oh, wow, it's activated. So now, so as you see, this is going to the same kick. So that's not the sound you want to hear. So now they're activated together. Let me go ahead and put them both on. So they're both going. I mean, as again, I don't have my headphones on, so I don't know how great this sounds. You might be like, oh, tweak that attack a little bit more, man. It'll be awesome. But I really don't know. So I'm just kind of going with what I hear from the outside headphones. Turn this off. Yeah, it depends on you. It depends on what kind of vibe you're getting. But for me, all this music is a little bit too loud. While I'm working on stuff, some simple things that I do while I'm working on things, and it's like a cheat until I start working on getting the sounds to the volume levels I want. If I want to do it right now, I do it right now. But right now, I know that this doesn't need to be going over 6 dBs at all. So as you see, it's kind of tapped it a little bit. But if I didn't want it to go over 12, because 12 is the vibe that I'm going for with those instruments. Say example, if you wanted to make like, oh, these songs, this group right here has my chorus sounds. And my chorus sounds are going to bring the volume up to 6 dBs at some point. And then those files are going to be a lot louder. But then you might have these and you're like, you know what? This needs to not go past 12, the ceiling. And it's just playing around with dynamics. At some point, you're probably going to go back in there and fix it. But it's just like a quick fix to keep working really quick. Once again, as you saw, this is ceiling. Negative 12 dBs right here. If it's really small, negative 6. This is like advanced stuff I'm talking about. But I'm just kind of throwing it out there really quick. As you see, it's not going past that 12 right in here for the group because I put that on there. What about automation that transitions from one segment to the next? Can I set automation to control the amount of compression that happens? You definitely can. It's been a while since I used automation. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm quite candid with you. So I swap presets, save presets. I want to say that if you go to, they have these boxes here, and these boxes kind of get you closer to what you're doing. So you got massive, fat filter compressors, all the stuff you have on there. And you want to go to these things that you have on here and figure out what you want to automate. Now, if you look at the actual area where the music is, or at this point, no music, because I'm using this group, you'll see there's a bunch of different stuff that you have. So this is the threshold, and I'll give you an idea here. I'll just put some dots here. It's really easy. Just did that really quick. I know it's really fast, but if you look at the bottom right here, right by threshold where my mouse is, you see the threshold going up. It's a really quick automation, and it just changes the strength and the idea of that sound. And that could be just what you want. It cannot be what you want. So listen to your sounds, listen to your ears, and hitting Control Z to bring it back. Twice again to take those off. But yeah, automation is pretty quick. They're all usually set up in this area. Whatever you put on, whatever, you can access them within these things and then start affecting them. As you see, it goes to a point where you can even mess with all the audio slices by themselves. So really, really, really cool stuff. No worries, no worries. You definitely will have fun playing with Ableton. It's a really, really cool program. I do not do my mixing in Ableton. It's not because Ableton sucks with mixing. It's just that for me, I just do not like the knob and everything set up. I just don't. So what I generally do when I do mix is I bring it into Studio One. And I'm not going to stay in Studio One too quick. I just want to show something off. So let me just go in here really quick. And I'm going to bring up one of my songs. Let's see what I want to bring up. Alright, so I'm going to bring up iHawk. You guys are getting an exclusive listen to that, this song. It hasn't been brought out yet, but this is a song that I'm working on. Exclusive by DJ. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm gonna bring this in here really, really quick. I got about roughly maybe about 6 to 7 minutes more, so I want to show this really quick before I get off. Who do we got? Haven't heard that in a while, huh? Who do we got? If you can name what show or game that's from, go ahead and tag it in the comment boxes. I want to see if you can recognize what game or show that's from. Who do I got? That's your hint again. So right now I'm just loading up Studio One, which I'm going to switch over to. Haha. Yes. I don't have my face on there. It's okay. Sometimes you might get tired of seeing my face. Yeah, so I'm just loading up this. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's going to take a little time. Love takes time. I'm going to go ahead and also erase live because I'm practically done with it right now. There we go. You know what it looks like. Alright. Let's go ahead and hit the quit. Delete the temp projects. I really don't care. You guys can't see that part. I'm just getting that Ableton out of here. Setting up for the Studio One. Oh yeah. Till I reach the high ground. So, just prepping for later. Oh, everybody loves a V8. Oh, nice. Just have a little bit of V8 here. Man, I didn't know I actually used all these devices in here. So I'm just watching it. I feel like Stone Cold for a minute. So I'm just watching it as it's loading up. I'm like, man, I used all these instruments. Holy man. Holy mackerel. So it's loading up, and I'm going to drink this V8 while it's loading up. V8 makes you feel great until it doesn't, and then you're going to be complaining. That's life. Once again, while I'm loading up, if anybody has any fun or crazy questions, go ahead, shoot them out to me. What's up? Other than that, I'm just going to keep going. I'm showing a few techniques here while I'm on, but then again, I am getting ready to go. I got some stuff to do. Stuff to do. It is up now. It's definitely up. Alright. Alright, I can't even really see the screen right now. I'm gonna go, I can't get no satisfaction. Alright, close these blinds. Because I was blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce. Didn't say it. I didn't say it. So anyway, the reason I wanted to bring you in here today, and I will not break it down right now, but I would definitely show you some things that I've done in order to bring out some of the sounds, which I thought I might have brought in here. Yeah, I haven't even actually put it in here yet. So I guess this would be a cool time to just drop some stuff that I've made, and they're presets, but it's going to give you an idea on how to do what I'm talking about. So in your songs, you're going to want to have depth. You're going to want to have tones into the song that's going to just really make it come out and feel less digital. So sometimes people have a complaint about, I want it to sound digital. Digital sounds flat. So there's some things you can do to kind of add more depth to it. And usually a mixing engineer will do this stuff, but for some people that are writing the music, they might want to get her doing themselves. So it's just the basic sound what you're hearing right now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some presets. They're presets already. I'll explain just a little bit of it, but I won't get into super huge depth like I usually do, just because of time. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and make some more FX channels. Usually I make a front, a back, a top and a bottom. And what these are supposed to represent, front and back is supposed to represent the back. Like if you I'm in a room right now, and there's certain tones you're gonna hear from the back of me, and then there's some tones that you're gonna hear in front of me. And when you bring stuff inside digitally, sometimes you don't really feel like you hear it anymore. You don't feel like you're getting that room. So I've created some things that kind of add their own little special depth to the tracks, to really pull out a lot of stuff, or bring in a lot of stuff, to just give you a certain tone, which people might even call a more analogish sound. Heck, I think this is even further than bringing it to analog sound. Front, back, top, bottom. And as I said before, these are all man, give me 1 second. No, Jimmy crack corn, and I do not care unless my nose is running. All right, so I'm back in here, and I am going to look for the presets that I made. I'll kind of go through them just a little bit to tell you kind of like what I was trying to do, but then I'm mainly concerned of you just hearing it, hearing what it's doing. I do not have headphones plugged up right now, so I won't be able to hear it as good as you. So definitely just listen to the sound itself and hear what it's doing, so you understand why I'm doing it. I'm gonna honestly tell you, subtlety with a lot of these ideas are really the key. Getting all crazy about making it really stick out is sometimes not what you want to do. Sometimes it's not the desirable effect that you really want. These effects are pretty much made to be subtle, so that makes it stick out a little more. If your sounds aren't loud enough, then your sounds aren't loud enough. If it's not clear enough, then you need to work on possibly EQing some of the bottom out, or EQing some of the middle out. You have to focus on those things at that point, and not just on the idea of using these plugins as some kind of super special plugin that's going to bring you to the holy grail of music. As I said, Adobe Fat Digital Beats. So I'm just putting these on really quick. There's some stuff that I'm probably going to modify on these a little later, but I'm going to keep them basic right now, just so you can hear the sound. And there's techniques that I do in order to bring out more things out of whatever I'm trying to do, but at this point it's just I want you to hear. So as you see, I put up several different effects on all these things, and there's a reason to it. The front effect, the reason why I set up like that, the reason some things are in there, is because it makes the sound stick out just a little bit more, poke out in front of the other sound, as though if it was in a competition with the other sound, it would not be able to compete, because the sound can't be louder than that other sound playing at the same volume. So this right here just allows you to be able to poke it out. And I'm gonna play the music, and then I'm gonna actually add the send on there, and then I'll move the volume up and down so you can just hear some of the differences. And then at some point I'm just gonna mute them all out, and so you can hear it without it and then hear it with it. I can't remember if you can mute all the sends at once. I'll test that out in a second. Alright, but let's go ahead. I'm just gonna put them all in there right now before I start it. I'm getting like slow time right now because I'm doing so much. Sorry about that. Front, back, top, and bottom. Bikini bottom. Alright, so this is what I'm working with right now. Alright, time to listen. Alright. And if you need to, turn down the volume if you need to, just to kind of hear the effect, because sometimes if you have it too loud, you won't be able to hear the effect. But I'm going to put it loud enough to where you could. But when you are actually mixing, you want to do this subtly. So when the volumes do get raised by mastering, then that subtleness comes out a little bit more. See, as you see, kind of pokes out. As I say, I can't hear it like you guys hear it, so I'm just gonna roll with the punches. This is the back. This back has this certain kind of vibe to it that's just gonna really open it up and create more depth to it. As I said, that's gonna be the back. It's not gonna be louder than the initial sound. It's just there to kind of support it and fill up the space. So the back part is gonna fill up the space. So I'm gonna put it right here. As I said, I can't hear it. Now I created a top and a bottom, and the top and the bottom here I'm going to show you really quick. It's a pitch on there. There's a pitch proof that I use. Yeah, I'm kind of promoting it right now. But the pitch proof, I set up a top where it goes up 12. The pitch goes up 12 semitones, and the other one goes down 12 semitones. What does that do is it gives you an octave of harmonics. Why do I do that? For one, when you add sounds, it just really like gives a lot more harmony to it. And this is taking a long time to load, so I'm not going to push the next one to show you that. I just want to show you this when it loads up, click out of it, and then show the effect. So I'm working really fast. And these effects that I'm using right now while we're loading them up, I mean, you can use them for any any kind of song you want. You can use it for kicks and snares and all this kind of stuff if it sounds good for it. As you see the pitch right here with the mouse, the pitch is at +12. And that's what I'm working for. That's what I'm working with. So let me go over here and I'm going to use the top and the bottom. Once again, the bottom is to give 1 octave down, and the top is to give 1 octave up. Listen. So now it just gave a little more harmony, but you might not want that much. But then again, I'm gonna be honest with you, you could probably automate this and add more in there later and just make it just really feel like you just brought it to heaven, like for those, you know, really big synth drops. But then again, you might want it to just kind of subtly sit in there, and I can't really hear it. I'm just going by ear, and it kind of just subtly sits a little bit more in there and just brings a little more top to it. All right, now I'm going to add the bottom in there. Probably sounds really weird. It's okay. We still love you. And you can probably drop this down right here or a little more up. And you got to kind of play with it. I can't hear what's going on. So for me to kind of make that judgment call right now would be really bad. But yeah. So right now, yeah, I've added all the sounds in there. I probably can't use them all at once right now. They didn't. I don't know if they put that choice in here. But I can do this. Hit these off. I heard that a little while ago. Hear it again. Sometimes I might listen to all that and then press it back in again. So I mean, even though I don't have headphones on, I can still kind of hear that things kind of pop out a little more. Generally speaking, I probably would just select all these and mute them. But this program works just a little bit different when it comes to that. So that's the only reason why I didn't do it that way. The next best thing for me to do is just hit this and then hit all the inserts to go off. But that's going to be really weird. So I'm just going to leave it alone. But yeah, that's what I have so far today. Bringing some sounds, making them pop out a little more. As I said before, I've been kind of studying sounds for a while. It's not to say I'm perfect or I'm the best ever in the world, but these are some of my techniques that I use in order to bring out sounds a little more. Use them subtly, use them extremely, but use them when you can. But I will have a tutorial where I'll possibly will explain this a little more. And if you have Studio One and you want to be able to do what I'm doing, and then I'll just kind of Actually, I'll send you a template of what I have here, and if you don't have the plugin that I have, and then I'll try to maybe give you an alternate plugin, or get you that plugin, because some of these are free, like the pitch proof. I believe that's a free one. So yeah. Anyway, it was awesome doing this today. Awesome, brother, talking with you. I guess I'll give you a quick call before I get out of here. And guys, I will talk to you soon. Check me out on Facebook at DaneRiazer.com, same name that you see on the site. As well, you can check me out on iTunes, Google Play, on my vlog, which is now on YouTube. Check it out. I will see you guys soon. Peace. Peace, 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 peace.